Hello everyone, Mark Stark here once again, as I am every Tuesday, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. Today's topic, this is something that comes up quite often from people who are just getting into the real estate business, and that is, I'm starting in real estate sales, I have another job, and I really cannot afford just to quit my other job. What do I do? And is this possible to be successful in real estate when you have another job? Well, first of all, the good news is the answer is yes, and I'm going to explain some things about this. But I want you to know this really affects so many more people than just new people getting into the business. This is an issue. We've got, lives are fluid. We've got a lot of things going on. So let's jump right in, and I think I can help you with this today. All right. So, if we're really honest with ourselves, one way or the other, we all have very, very busy schedules. So let's just take this example and say, all right, you're getting into the real estate business. You've got another job. All right. What do I need to do? Well, as always, it starts with getting your head in the game. How are you able to go in any direction if you don't have your head in the game? So it has to start there, as many things do. And step one with this is you have to get clear on exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Don't think you're going to fall into a plan that someone else had that works really good for you. It does not work that way. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's schedules are different. Everyone's skill sets are different. So it's really all about you. So you've got to start off and get very clear. See, ultimately, you're going to build a transition plan, but it's going to be your transition plan, not mine and not someone else's. It's going to fit you extremely well because, again, you're going to start off with determining, all right, over the next 12 months, I'm getting into this new industry. All right, I'm blazing new trail. Now, what do I want to accomplish in my first 12 months? Key question. What do I want to accomplish in my first 12 months? The more specific, the better. The more general, the less helpful it will be. This is something you really need to think about. Now, let's move to the next and know this. Well, I want to accomplish X in the next 12 months. However, my business and my personal priorities have got to be included. All right. And you're absolutely correct. You have to look at what your business and personal priorities are because they've got to fit within the overall mix. Because what you're going to do once you're clear on what you want to accomplish, all right, and you've included your priorities in your decision, okay, it doesn't mean they're other people's priorities, they're yours. Then you're going to build a very strict routine around who you are and what you want to accomplish. Look, guys, we can make this a lot harder than it actually is. And I think one of the challenges that we do is we look out to see what other people are doing. We look out and say, how did someone else deal with this? And certainly I'm all about getting feedback, all right, in certain situations. But in this situation, it's too personal. It's too tied to the time that you have available, to the commitment that you have to your business, and specifically, ultimately, what you want to accomplish and what you need to accomplish in your first 12 months. Now, some warnings. Please do not overcommit. You're not proving anything to anyone. Keep this in mind. The person sitting next to you is focused on them and what's good for them. You need to focus on you and what you need to accomplish, and do not overcommit. By overcommitting, all you're going to do is give yourself a bigger percentage of having this blow up on you because you get overwhelmed and then nothing works. In fact, I don't want you to undercommit, but I'd much rather have you be a little bit more conservative starting out, because we can always up your commitments besides overdoing it and just trying to do too much, getting frustrated and having it all fall apart on you. Now, consistency with this will be key. So you know what you want to accomplish. You've taken into account your priorities. You created a routine. You didn't overdo it, but you've got a strict routine. You got to be consistent with that routine. Remember, you built it. It's all about you, and it's all about what you're trying to accomplish. So you've got to stay consistent. Now, here's something that happens quite often, specifically if you have another job and you're working in the real estate sales business. And that is, does it happen? What if I don't want to transition out? Let me tell you, that very well could happen, that you don't want to transition from your other job. In fact, sometimes that can be a feeder, a strong feeder of business, because here's something that you really need to internalize. Your commitment and your, call it what the industry calls full time in this business, I believe comes from your activities. Let me read you my definition of productivity. It's my definition of productivity. High quality activities on a consistent basis. High quality activities on a consistent basis. Regardless of hours. Hours are irrelevant. They don't matter. What matters is what are the activities you're doing? Are they high quality? And what activities are you doing on a consistent basis? This is why your DRC, your daily revenue commitment, is so important. If you're transitioning, you're building your transition plan in this example, and let's say you do want to move out of your other job, all right? Well, again, doing this work on a consistent basis is key. If you're using your other job, if you're leveraging your other job to bring in business and saying, you know what, in my strict schedule, in my routine, I can work that other job within the time frame I'm working based on the days I work. It works well with real estate, and I'm fueling my business with the relationships and the people I meet at my other position. It happens. It works. My message with that definition is I want you to gauge your day by productive and meaningful activities. Don't worry about hours. When you sit there and go, well, I've got to work that other job 30 hours a week, whatever. You know what? If you're thinking about it properly, your head's in the game, and you built a routine around you and what you need, that can work very well. I've seen it work again and again. I've seen extremely productive, extremely successful agents have a full-time position somewhere else. But yes, they have leveraged that other position, and it's bringing them a lot of business. Now, I'm not going to pull any punches. They are very busy people. They like to be busy, okay? It's something that fuels them. They enjoy it, and they get other benefits from having this other position that, by results, is important to them, all right? It's a priority to them of whatever they're getting from it, because that's why they keep it. Remember, all of us only live our priorities. If we don't do it, by definition, it's not a priority. And last but not least, and I mentioned this earlier, please do not compare yourself to others, all right? Every time you look outside of yourself and you start comparing yourself, you're just getting misinformation, because guess what? It's a simple fact. They're not you. And they don't have everything going on in their lives and the thought process that you have. All right, so keep that in mind. I don't see a benefit you comparing yourself to others. They've made their decisions based on their commitment, their skill set, their knowledge, their motivation. You need to make yours, okay, based on you and all those things that support you as an individual. All right, transitioning from another job, absolutely possible. Absolutely an opportunity for you. Just start by getting that head in the game and building a plan all about you. If you found this valuable today, please share it. If you're not following yet, I would appreciate following. We've got a lot of great content that I will always share with you every single week. And I wish everyone a phenomenal week, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.